SCP Algebra 1. So we're going to be looking at these pages. So let's make sure we feel comfortable with doing it. Each of these problems will be talked about how we're going to work it out. So the first problem we want to solve for x. We don't have any fractions, so remember we have this dotted line here. Let me find my writing utensil. Okay, so let's take a look at this page. So we're going to go ahead and solve for x. So I'm going to subtract 12 from both sides, because that's the opposite. So I get 3x is equal to, is that 18? Divide each side by 3. So we find that x equals 6. Next problem, we're going to combine these like terms first. Then we're going to subtract 10 from both sides of the equal sign. So I get 2 equals 2x. Divide both sides by 2. So x equals 1. Problem number 3, I'm going to subtract the 1x, or just x, from both sides. So that's going to give me 3x equals 6. Divide each side by 3. So x is equal to 2. Problem number 4, we have multiple things to do. So I'm going to subtract 4y first. Okay, remember I could start pretty much anywhere on this one. So then I get to y minus 3 equals negative 8. Add 3 to both sides. So negative 3, or negative 8 plus 3 is negative 5. On this one, I can distribute first, or I could divide both sides by 4. Doesn't matter where you start, but this will drop the parentheses because you distribute 1 over in this case. 8 over 4 is 2. Subtract 3, 2x equals negative 1. Divide by 2, so x equals negative 1/2. This one, we can go ahead and clear the fraction, or because it's just real simple, real quick to move that over. So subtract 2 from both sides. I get that. Multiply both sides by 2. Those cancel out. X equals 4. Next problem, I'm going to distribute. So I get negative 18 minus 12x equals 48 minus 12x. Let's add 12x to both sides. Those cancel, so I get negative 18 is equal to 48. That's false, so that's no solution. So 0 with a slash through it means no solution. Number 8, we're going to go ahead and clear the denominators. So what number does 2, 3, and 6 all go into? Well, that would be 6. I'm going to multiply this by 6, this by 6, and this by 6. And if I multiply by 6, 6 over 2 is 3x. And this becomes 12 over 3, which is 4x, is equal to 1. So then I get 7x equals 1. Divide each side by 7. So x equals 1 over 7. Problem number 9, we're going to multiply both sides by 5. Those cancel. Add 4 to both sides. So x is equal to 34. Number 10, do not combine 9 minus 3 first. Distribute negative 3 to both of those. So 9 comes down for the ride. Negative 3 times x, negative 3x. Negative 3 times 1 is negative 3 equals 27. Those are like terms, so let's combine those together. 9 minus 3 is positive 6. Subtract 6. So I get negative 3x equals 21. Divide each side by negative 3. So x equals negative 7. There's a negative sign right there. All right, absolute value. So the absolute value equals a number. The number is positive, so yes, we're going to have two answers. So I have x minus 2 equals 12. X minus 2 equals negative 12. Add 2 to both sides, so I get x equals 14. That's one answer. Add 2 to both sides, so negative 12 plus 2 is negative 10. There's my two answers. The reason there's two answers is this is positive. Okay, same thing. This is positive, so we can go ahead and work it. So I get 2x plus 4 is equal to 16, and 2x plus 4 equals negative 16. Subtract 4, subtract 4. So 2x is equal to 12. Divide by 2, divide by 2. X equals 6. On this side, we're going to subtract 4 from both sides. And that was negative 16 minus 4 is negative 20. Divide each side by 2. So x equals negative 10 as well. So there's your two answers. Okay, 13, before we decide we can start working it, we have to get the absolute value alone. So I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides. Do not distribute over the absolute value sign. Okay, a lot of times in here it'll be right, but it's going to catch up with you. Divide both sides by 5. So then you get 3x minus 12. Absolute value is equal to 6. Break it into two problems. Add 12 to both sides. Divide by 3. Add 12 to both sides. Divide by 3. There's my two answers. Okay, problem number 14. Let's subtract 12 from both sides. So now we have an absolute value equals a negative answer. This can't work. If the absolute value sign's all by itself and it's equal to a negative answer, this is no solution. Okay, now on number 15, we want to get y by itself, so I'm going to subtract 8x from both sides. So I'm going to get negative 4y equals 24 minus 8x. Divide everything by negative 4 because we want to get the y by itself. Those cancel. That's going to give me negative 6 plus 2x. It's positive because negative over negative is positive. There's our answer. Next problem, we want to solve for L. So I'm going to subtract 2w from both sides. 2L, then divide everything by 2. So you're going to get L equals a minus 2w over 2. You could break that up, you could have an answer of this, but either answer would be fine. So it's your choice. We want to solve for y, so I'm going to multiply both sides by 3. Subtract x from both sides. That's what y is equal to. We're going to solve for h. Well, LW and h are being held by multiplication, so divide each side by LW. Those cancel. And so I'm going to get V equals LW equals H. There's your answer. All right, number 19 says two consecutive even integers. So I know I have x and I have x plus 2. Remember, for even and odd, it's the same thing. They have a sum, so these are going to be added, equal to 102. So x plus x is 2x plus 2 equals 102. Subtract 2, subtract 2. 2x equals 100. Divide each side by 2. So I get x equals 50. So one of my answers is 50. And I add 2, so that's 50. And add 2 to that, so I get 52. 3 times a number is 3x. Minus 5 that's equals negative 16. What's the number? So we go ahead and solve it. So I get 3x is equal to negative 11 divided by 3, divided by 3. So my answer is negative 11 over 3. The sum of 14 and 4 times the number, well, 4 times the number is 4x. Sum means add. 14 is 54, so equals 54. Go ahead and solve it. Subtract 14 from both sides. Those cancel, so 4x is equal to 40. Divide by 4, so x equals 10 because 40 over 4 is 10. Okay, we want to see where we find the mistake. They added 2x. Oh, there's where the mistake took place because they didn't do both sides. So the correct thing would be 3x minus 2x is x. And then 4x, we can go ahead and combine those, minus 18. And then subtract x from both sides. Add 18. So 3x is equal to 27. Divide both sides by 3. So x equals 9. Let's see. Oh, there's our mistake right there. You can't add those. So you go 6, and we're going to distribute 3 over the parentheses. 3x minus 18 equals 18. Combine those. They're on the same side. They're like terms. Add 12. 3x is equal to 30. So x equals 10. And I believe that's it. Okay. Have a nice day, everybody. Take care of one another. Ask questions if you have any. Bye-bye.